All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
Come up with some fun activities.
I got a new letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again. Take it easy.
Hey,
Well, the next...
so it is real.
Paimon's not sure. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you... Still,
Even if we bought, when it comes to things...
Hey, just what it makes so little.
Oh, so it...
Let's just say it's a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Hey, what are these papers? Maybe not. Every page has the font to Costa. Okay. Oh, you're right. Guess there's nothing to worry about then. Let Paimon have a look here. Without assistance from the Fontaine Research Institute, we have no choice. We have decided to... Sure doesn't seem like anything... let's put these papers back where we...
Time to show me what you got.
Take flight!
We ended up here without even thinking about it. Want to grab something to eat? All right, but remember that we... What is this garbage? What would you like to do this afternoon? After working here, but doing the same thing all... A mysterious... Do you have any ideas, Traveler? Really? Well... Okay, so we've investigated 2 of the hidden rules. We'd better pick up the pace with our investigation. Yeah, let's get... Hey, isn't that Vidoc over there?
Ah. Seeing you at this time must mean you've already saved up a lot of credit coupons. Or at least enough to skip work. Seems you're getting into the swing of things around here. Impressed.
So, now... Huh?
Leonid and those other pesky broke urchins.
We get it!
So, you know,
Something even...
a group.
Cannibals?
Every month, they meet a few times in the dead of night. Rumor hat, but since they have no...
Paimon...
I've got things to do too. I suggest you just act like I never told you anything.
Traveler, can we just trust him on this one? Oh, so that's how you... When will all this... Vidoc isn't here. But the guys who went to work in the morning are back. Let's go ask them.
Just... What? What?
What are you talking about?
Their attitude sure is suspicious. Like they're trying to avoid us. But if they're being so... Oh, this is all getting way too creep... So you mean...
Take it easy. Hello, Fielding.
What do you want?
We just want to ask... Have you ever discovered...
Why are you asking about
Well... Right!
Really? And now that you mention it,
So, what...
they just conduct there are 3 pipe
Oh, okay.
If that's all, then I'll be leaving now. I advise you...
Don't worry, we don't want... Oh, he left. So, right. Both are. Paimon knew you would.
Just wish everyone could stay safe and healthy.
I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often. How greedy of me.
I'm so tired. But we can't sleep yet. They'll be cleaning the pipes What? Huh? Traveler? Did you fall asleep already? Traveler, come on, wake up! Oh, it looked like you were just peacefully sleeping to Paimon. Well, what did you see this time? Really? So we're finally starting. Okay.
A blade is like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities.
This should be the place.
What? I know you. You were the ones. Huh. You've got guts showing up here.
You'd better leave now. Ain't nobody coming here to save you.
What you say? Yeah. So what?
Hey, what?
I don't have to tell you anything.
Yeah, scram. Nothing worth seeing here. Huh? What did you say?
Isn't that exactly what boss said when he... Hey, do you know our boss? Oh, we had no idea our boss was such a... So, did he have you...
Oh, so your child's...
We're the only...
Wow, those dreams of yours shook.
We gave him the business for a while, but here in the fortress, he was working the long. You could always see how. So eventually.
But one day, he suddenly... as his crew. So, he just wanted to give...
Oh, but...
Because as far... It leads to an but... So we told... And that if he wanted to...
So you come and...
Yeah.
Nothing could ever
Okay. Paimon was just brainstorming possibilities.
All right. Keep quiet and follow us.
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
The way up from here has been sealed off. It's impossible to get through. Boss left by going down from here. It wasn't full of water at the time. Later, we came back hoping to have a look. That's when we found out it had been completely full. It's impossible.
Do you think child...
Not likely. We all know that.
Really?
It's getting late.
Yeah. When you said you... Fortunately, now that we can... It's morning already? Paimon still needs more sleep. Huh? Wait, look over there. It's one of Linny's cards. Let Paimon see what's written. Maybe you haven't heard, but today is the monthly free day. Everyone has the day off. It's been a while since we last talked. Have you been making any progress lately? Ooh, today's our lucky day. We have the day off. From the sound of it, Lenny's been We still have some time before we meet up.
Take it easy.
Hey, you over there? Yeah, you! Say, do you like playing card games? You know, like Genius Invocation TCG?
You TCG players are...
Hey, come on now. What's wrong with fire? Our...
But why would you be...
There are lots of card players here in the fortress. When I saw you, I immediately thought, sure.
Great!
I thought you would have...
Why don't you...
All right. Have you heard any... Ben, did you... There are two guys who are... I never really found... If you're interested...
Good to...
Oh, did you know that the...
Huh?
That's right. The Duke would to go from an ordinary inmate to Forbidden Zone.
It's just a...
Anything else?
Look! There are some people talking over there! Let's listen in on the conversation.
If you ask me, those pompous parasites...
Hey, speak.
Oh, you...
I don't...
Hey, how cool...
What kind of filthy bilgewater you spewing? I have... Listen, who wants to live in...
What makes you...
Whoa. Sounds like they're real... Speaking of which, Paimon never heard... That's true.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Grab yourself a welfare meal.
So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time.
There's a group of people...
So I said...
Oh, sorry for eavesdropping. Sounds like...
what's the matter? They're just looking to join in on our fun, that's all.
Hey, don't pretend like it's okay for them to just interrupt us like that. Fine. You're lucky we don't mind extroverts that much.
You hear that, Quisto? What nice!
Your expressions tell me you're looking to hear some juicy info, am I right? But before that, it just so happens that I know you two.
Really? Are we that famous?
You're kidding. How often does anyone get a personal tour led by His Grace himself? Practically everyone was talking about it. Word has it that you also caused quite the kerfuffle.
A little mistake, huh? I like the way you put it. You see, people with a good attitude can join our group anytime, unlike some of the others here.
Your group?
I'm Quisto, and this is Lavaroon. People usually call us the Bombshell Bros, but don't worry. We're not playing with bombs or anything. It's just that our information is always so explosive, and we blow minds on the regular.
So, you two really like to gossip? Whew, you sure know how to embellish.
No. You don't get it. Knowing intelligence will make things better for... Whoa, all this info's worth something, you know? You should prove you're worthy of it.
I don't mind him. Quisto's always this way. Just play nice and say something to massage his ego. The welfare meals. Talk about the welfare meals.
Right.
Is that so?
Oh.
You are correct. Since you like my cook... Listen, kids. You've already met the...
Those who have the Duke's attention get all kinds of special perks. Even better treatment in the...
I know who you mean.
But did you know that Churia was a talented researcher?
I don't care if he was a researcher. Speaking of which...
You mean he hit a woman?
But that Lorvine's also quite the odd one.
Wait a second.
Do you think it could have...
After all, I do rem...
Okay, we've talked to just about everyone, and it's about time for us to go meet Linny. According to the card he left us, we should go meet him in the production zone.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. I wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often. How greedy of me. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time.
Huh? That look in your eyes. You found something?
Hey, this is no time to be modest. Just tell him we found a boatload of information.
Hey.
Oh, as expected
Morning,
of the
raccoon.
legendary duo, you have my full and undivided attention.
Well, here it's morning. I don't know where you are.
Guess that myself. The rumors swirling about this place are unreliable after all. And Master he is a heart. Unfortunately, this father told me that even though
his escape route is already flooded, so...
Well, when you put it that...
Bingo!
He's working today. Coming here is... It's the least... Honestly, I'm far more... Now, let me... And if he's to do that, he'll...
You can even...
We've been working together. Traveler, what say you to... Oh, and there... Though we can just... Fremenes...
What do you want us to...
Well, I won't... Listen carefully. You've mentioned investigate the... But also, there's no need to take risks. No, when it... I'll believe...
All right, then we'll...
Let's go our separate...
Hey, stay here for now. Paimon will take a peek. There seem to be several people inside.
It's not impossible.
It's a bit hard to understand them from here. Someone, please help! She's dead!
Whoa, are you okay?
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin. The traveler started complaining of a stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapsed up. Freezing limbs, twitching fingers, and pale complexion. Let me take a look. Please, light. Don't worry, I'll get you to the bed safely. Here, hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly. You can do it, traveler! Don't apologize. You're sick after all. Now, please relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you. My checkup has confirmed that she's not in any mortal danger. That's our worst fear out of the way. Eh? Oh, that's good. But I'll continue my diagnosis of the patient now. Please, relax and take a deep breath. Don't sense serious damage to your organs either. Does it hurt when I... And here? Huh? But based on my initial checkup, there shouldn't... What about here? Oh. I think you just ate something that disagreed with you. That's all. Nothing too serious. Outside of a pretty bad stomachache when it So that's what it is. And there have been other inmates complaining about the food recently. I'll inform our head chef, Mr. Woolsey, of this problem as soon as possible. Congratulations! Well, Days, why don't you take a rest here while I go get some... And she hopped away, just like that.
Hello. So how are you feeling now?
Her stomach aches really.
If Miss sees you...
But it...
well...
What do you mean that's... Though they may have committed...
Yeah.
That's correct.
Are you two...
We've been sick a while. I come back every once...
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurrier. Don't...
Hey, don't start arguing now, please!
Please allow me to...
And same to you, Miss Lorvine. Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this excessively noisy place. See you later, everyone.
The shade.
He just slowly walked off like that?
I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm Lord...
You?
I'll accompany you two for a while. No.
I'm back! Did you rest like you promised?
Thank you for getting our medicine, Miss Sijouin.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around. Good. Here. Miss Lorvine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now. Do you still remember if we discussed the... Yellow, huh?
Alright, then I'll also be on my way now. I hope you feel better soon.
See ya! I'm going to fill out your medical record now. Those two made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we... Alright then. Is there anything we... No, her face... Got it. Oh, you're going to take a nap already? We've been to lots of places together. She may look a bit under the weather now, but she's actually super strong. You're awake. like that and even sleep talk the entire time, you scared Paimon half to death! No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines of, Pyron, don't take my grilled fish, and put down the Adeptus Temptation now! Paimon talked with Sijin the entire time you were... Whoa! You...
Oh.
Today's the day! Let's go meet up with Vinny!
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Learn the safety rules by heart.
What I'm doing this, you will ask? It's because I need Primo gems. I will say Primo gems. Because I want another challenge. And I already
Did you
lost
two
my
run into any
50-50.
trouble over the
And I
past
got a
few days?
Mona in a banner which
We've taken a
shouldn't
look at...
be.
Wait, what?
You already went up infiltrating a... Lynette also felt...
So that's what Lynette thinks. Oh, Paimon hopes everything's going well for her.
You've mentioned before...
Well,
Since I see you, glad to hear... Then, let...
is now...
According to my observations, also, I'm...
Okay, then...
Lynette should be here right now. Huh, strange.
As expected, Sijin isn't here, but...
No, Lynette, unless...
Let's see if there are any...
Okay.
There are some books... These sure are some interesting books. She even has...
Why there's a fucking movie for everything?
She would have said,
This could be
means...
just a dialogue. No, you're trying to do drama, guys. I get it.
Take flight!
Wait, this... The
Ah.
space behind... Could Lynette have tried to get... Let's look around here for some more clues.
Hey, you guys, there's a slip of paper over here!
A slip of paper?
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, out of respect...
This is...
Is that all? The back.
Show me!
That look on your face. Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui... No! Could she have...
Risley.
Wait, you mean... He was a...
Yes. That is a... You're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulet, so you have no conflict of interest with Risley. We're a completely different story, though. I'd like to know that, too. Don't panic. Wait, the fact that...
What does he gain by letting...
If Risley let him leave on purpose, then he's...
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. Don't be like...
No.
Hey, don't be reckless! Traveler...
I simply cannot allow Lynn... I have to go.
He's rushed out the door! After him!
Right. I feel like we still have some room to make changes on these details.
It's not impossible.
Is that so? Huh?
Is someone?
Pack everything up. Whoever's outside. Someone! Please help!
Whoa! Are you okay?
What a delightful oh my! What's wrong, little one? Being able to... Wait! Wait! It's no use. We have to catch up to him. He's already out of sight. How is he so fast? Let's go head him off at Risley's office.
Come out and face me, Risley!
Aren't we at it?
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss.
Stop joking around! Where did you take...
I have also... Maybe she'll appear behind...
Is he trying to... You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start. So you deliberately aroused the Traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation, just so that you'd be able to kidnap Lynette. As for Fremine... No, you probably didn't even interfere with Child's escape. You let him go, so you could purge the Fatui members that we had planted into your ranks.
There was no need to do so. The fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here. The only ones who act differently are those with personal agendas. It was quite easy to identify your colleagues.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Fremine has also fallen into your hands, right? If you're oh so omnipotent and so in control, why would you need hostages?
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but Fremine is not.
He's not? What do you really want?
Winnie!
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say that eager and to the point, I see. Although as...
Wait. You locked him...
I closed...
Fremine...
No, we're...
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience... I do...
So?
Some of my I was willing to play... Mr. Linney, you need do but what?
You want to see Father? But why should she bother giving you...
Well... If she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation. I've heard that the bonds...
Why did you think Father...
Oh.
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father? No matter how much pressure you may...
You people really are different. Mr. Linney.
Winnie!
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, I gave you a warning. Mr. Fremine. 6.
Wait,
2. Time's up.
Risley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please...
Yeah, listen...
You do realize, but that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress... Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. I'll ask you 3 questions. Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row?
been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize... We often see Miss Sijouin observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. Seems like she can perceive the general... Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial. The research note said that the Melusine race perceives the world very... According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the I've been told that the infirmary is... The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile... We often see Miss Sijouin observing the Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed... The research note said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from humans. Because of that, the Melusines have... I've been told that the infirmary... The research note said that the... Fonta's internal reports suggest... The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't We often see Miss Sijouin observing the prison... The research note said that the Melusine race... Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial. We often see Miss Sijouin observing the... The Fonta promoter has been struggling... According to Collins, the Pancration tournament... Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a... The research note said that the Melusine... We often see Miss Sijouin observing the prisoners at... I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. The research note said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from human. Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't... I've been told that the infirmary... According to Collins, the I've been told that the infirm...
Damn, those are hard.
Ah, so that's what's going on. Paimon understands it now. Who would have guessed? The hidden rule of the production zone. People are not supposed to work 3 days in a row, and if they do, they'll get strange meat in their welfare meal. At first we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the... She often visits... Iverson Sijouin has... Unfortunate... The recipient... Are we on the...
Alright, now for my next question. There are
Oh,
also
no.
some hidden rules in the
There's
Pancration,
more.
including the one that you're not allowed to support both sides of a...
According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fanta company sponsored it. The company must want a return on their investment. The research note said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from humans. Because of that, the Melusine... Fanta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial. We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work. The Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Fanta's internal reports...
That wasn't that hard.
Ah! Paimon gets this rule too now, so there really was nothing to be afraid of. That hidden rule of the Pancration Ring is about how, people are not supposed to bet on both boxers at the same time. And if they do, they'll receive a package containing a strange, blood-colored liquid. People get scared when they see it because they've subconsciously begun to associate it with the missing boxer. But really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet-to-be-named and packaged new Fanta trial product. A blood-red drink. It's no wonder even Fanta's own staff were questioning the company's decision-making. The company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to trial the product on a smaller scale to see how it might be received by customers. They came to the Fortress of Meropide and offered to sponsor the Pancration tournament so they could push their new product. But the Duke completely refused to even entertain the idea. The Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, knew that only total idiots who didn't understand their true value would bother buying a Fanta product here, and so...
I acknowledge. Although, based on your description, that Fanta promoter is a bit too careless with his words. I may just Alright, and here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Risley! You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question. The thought of sparing... You'll...
Lenny, are you alright?
Oh, close one. I owe you, Sijuin. That was a fantastic...
It was nothing, Your Grace. Sijuin, though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully functional.
Sijuin...
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress. When Monsieur Nervy... But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Lenny someone you should be looking... But I really am. His Grace knows... Well, it's nearly... What are you talking...
How...
Don't be like that.
All right, everyone. I'll go get a cup of...
You...
I believe I hear...
Some space, please.
Ah, Miss Cloran.
Fremine... Fremine...
What's going on? What is Cloran doing here?
Work.
I'm sorry about
Lamu.
shooting you, Mr. Lenny. The tranquilizing effect...
Boss is here.
Soon. Please take it easy in the meantime, though.
What happened to Fremine? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like this?
Gonna get some coffee.
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial seawater.
What did you say?
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Fremine a more thorough checkup. Your Grace, I'll leave the rest to you.
I'll talk to Clorand while you get Fremine to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
to understand the situation of the people around. I just want to fight someone. Come on, guys.
How
You
is he?
either give me the Primogems or you give me a fight.
Sorry.
Why would he?
Please, look after Mr. Fremine for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator.
Where is she?
Oh, she just took a nap in an
What's that look on your...
Oh, I'm just... How's the situation?
The water has changed. I was only out there.
Where was he when you...
The abandoned zone.
Closer than I thought.
Locking the door was...
Well, I did try to...
It would probably work.
Let's... Want some tea?
Not particular.
Fine.
Might as well.
Lenny, are you okay? Are you sure?
My hands and...
I'm back, everyone.
Lenny! Fremine?
He'll be fine. But...
His breathing's beginning to slow down.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the infirmary.
Yeah, I'll take him from this side. Lynette, together?
On it.
Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. Want to come with us? The Duke and Clarande are gone. They probably went to get some tea. The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit. Miss Clarande will need a break, since she only just returned from rescuing Fremine out of the sea.
He's awake.
Lenny. Lynette.
We're all here.
The infirmary. How do you feel?
Trap. The sea. There's something wrong with this.
Shh, it's...
No, listen to me. This is pipes. Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now.
could Master Child be?
Ooh. Oh, you have a companion. Nice. Oh.
Getting here.
Wait, what? Ice, 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 ice. Boom. Okay, that's cool. The Royal Greatsword. Is that different from... Ah, oh. So this is the sacrificial greatsword. Ripeling. Oh. Oh, how do I get that one? It's pretty good. You got a noblesse oblige. Feminine, reserved young man who is well versed in diving. Beneath his distant ice demeanor lies a pure heart bereft of all flaws. Love the haircut, but see, you can see that he is all about the submarine. Okay. Yep. Niño submarino. Me pregunto si él habrá salido en algún banner. Todo eso sí me lo perdí. Estoy seguro que me perdí como maybe what 3 or 4 characters. Have almost like a year or something without playing this game. So probably yeah. He probably was one of those characters. He's not golden for me, he might be purple. It will make sense. Yeah, I get it now. I have to go to the other side. You're just journal.
It's getting stuck on something. Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it.
Just an irritated plate. Oh. How? Can I? How? Can I? Oh, I get it. Ha ha ha. So you will turn around. Yes. You will do that for me, thank you. And then you're gonna come up and we fix the problem.
This is where the water starts.
And you see, this is why you don't skip the story. Because sometimes you don't know what the fuck are you doing. What the fuck is that? Wait, what? I love it. Oh my god, what is that? That was my best Cardippy impression.
The vegetation here is a bit more sparse.
Yeah. Keep moving.
These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them. And recently. Oh, there are traces here too. I need to keep going. Huh?
Fascinating.
Traces are gone. But I don't see where he could have gone from here.
There's a door right there.
Wait.
What do you mean?
What the? My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe.
Put on the mask.
No good. I have to get back. They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it.
Oh, so this is the past. That's why he is like. Return to the shore quickly. Oh my god. He's not gonna able. Not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it.
I can't die here. I have to push on.
Saved by the boss.
So, in other words, the trail you were following...
Miss Cloran!
Miss Cloran.
You're still too...
Miss Lunetta's...
A guest.
You should ask His Grace about... Yeah, it's about time he actually told us what's going on. What?
No, please go on without...
Lenny.
The logical part of...
In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you.
Thank you.
That is when I disappear. Oh, I just want this to be done.
Excuse me.
I take it, Mr.
Of course.
I've been expecting them.
I wanted to
Mostly fine.
if you don't mind.
All right.
Well, one...
Of course. Where should I... no.
You managed...
They came here with ulterior motives. Initially, I thought that Linny suggested that I had Of course, it's in... I'm also quite curious.
So you were...
You make it sound... The Forbidden Zone is always...
Are the rumors...
Why would you put it like...
Oh, right.
Me, of course. I paid her good... As a champion duelist, Miss Cloran could be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me...
And saving...
You can think of it like that, yes. Credit where credit is due, that boy is quite adept at diving. That's not something you should be asking after. Nova, all I need to prove to you is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance. That should be clear.
But...
You make a compelling case.
Yeah, I'm on...
Even if the truth may not be pleasant. Follow me.
Ah, bitch, please. All this mission was unpleasant. What are you talking about? Just show me the secret. Show me the winner. Ooh.
There's
Stairs.
a hidden door here? And a whole basement behind it? Huh. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Risley.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of place the Fortress of Meripede is. Stand on the central plate.
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or... Whoa!
Ooh.
So, this is the Forbidden Zone? Honestly, for a place so well hidden, what a huge door!
There are 3 such isolation gates in total. Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside. Hence the name, Forbid. Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and...
Well... Huh. So there's a switch on the side.
Stand back.
Whoa. They all just went up one by...
Go on.
secrets and forbidden zones.
I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it, but it'd also be risky and negligent to simply ignore any potential danger that could be behind it. The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position, likely because some parameter it's been tracking has changed, if only infinitesimally. Normally I would have ignored it, but I happen to have, so I investigated. Any guesses? What? Very reasonable guesses. I've considered both of those as well. Unfortunately, our dashboard is tracking something less ordinary. The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely shifts, the water pressure is more likely. We ran a few tests to increase the pressure from the outside, but the readings didn't change at all. Later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea. I began to make a few preparations based on that hypothesis. Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that, and the symptoms that Fremine displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently conclude that the readings represent the concentration of primordial seawater in the seawater nearby.
The concentration of primordial seawater? But we're already under the sea!
And that is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater. Somehow, primordial seawater got mixed in, and the concentration is steadily rising. Yes, that's very likely.
But forget about the two of us. Not even Neuvillette knows where the primordial sea could be, much less where we could find and plug a leak. Oh.
Seems like you've figured it out. I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate. For some reason, the primordial seawater levels have risen significantly, and it's now very close to us. The indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea around us. If this continues, soon it will no longer be able to hold back the primordial sea at all. Yeah, you know what the legends.
But that's just too weird.
Your expression tells me you think this might be part. It's just that the sea. There's no single. When the previous Hydro Archon, Egeria, ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled. The people drove the criminals. The criminals received no sympathy of it. Some of them began to repent and prayed to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. The Hydro Archon took. And so, leaning on the power of the Hydro Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a fortress. They became. As the number of exiles increased, more and more people joined the community. The Hydro Archon continued, and with that, but as time went on, once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their. After many, now and again.
But now you know every part of that.
Indeed. It's just as the prophecy says. To be frank, not prophecies are troublesome things. Let's go somewhere else. This is it.
Your Grace, perfect timing. The result.
Wait, Jurier, he's not.
Huh?
No need to panic.
What? After you warned us.
I'm skeptical.
The results speak for them.
All right then, if Your Grace insists.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them.
How about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the fund.
He's the one who blew
Edwin's main.
You.
Gotta admit.
Guys, focus! Focus!
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my.
Ooh, are they together?
See, everyone keeps asking this question.
If I dated her, I'd.
Jeez. Follow me.
Whoa! There's another door that goes right up.
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
Like, Paimon really thinks everything's super cool.
Let's spice it up a bit. And here you go.
What a huge ship! This is also a production zone that Paimon's never seen before. What's going on?
How much do you know about Fontanian history?
Not much at all.
Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria. To give you a quick rundown, Fontaine used to be ruled by the Lemurian. According to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee. Taking the golden bee with him and riding on a huge ship, the Fortuna, he created his nation. He called his nation Lemuria and used the Fortuna to incessantly search.
There's a ship in this story too?
Where there's water, there'll be ships.
Do you believe that too?
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor and material, so the moment I began to
Were you inspired by the legend?
Maybe. Fontanians need something to hold on to cope with the impending disaster. Were the workers to find out as the fortresses admit. Alright, that's enough talking for. Seems like you're good. I'll leave you here for now.
Oh, thank you so much.
No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you...
Yeah, we'll put a lot of thought into it.
Great.
Welcome back.
How can you be...
Huh. While I was sedated. Must have been right. Yeah.
I really...
So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able...
Yeah, he...
Very well. Then, would you mind checking your answers against my speculation? Yeah.
Nobody else is...
All right. Then I'll posit my theories. I asked myself three... Firstly, why was Fremine a...
Ooh.
That's our Lenny.
Secondly, I spent quite a long time thinking about this. What's more, the Fortress of... As long as the If I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working on himself.
You're...
If Risley... I don't have...
Yeah, stop speculating. You got all the tea.
Let's see.
Could Risley have... If you remember...
Or perhaps he didn't know.
Yeah, that the two of you have... If you ever need anything, though you may not...
You have my...
Thank you for protecting...
Why are you being so formal all of a sudden? Paimon's hungry.
Oh.
Alright, then we'll keep...
Take it easy.
It's time for dinner. Come on, let's go pick up ours as well. Traveler and Paimon, over here. Are you here for dinner? Huh. What would you like to eat? Yep, you can. I've already talked to our chef, Mr. Wolsey. It's all on me today, so you can get whatever you'd like. Me too. No problem.
Quality over quantity. Thank you very much.
So delicious. Is this how it feels to be freeloaders? Feeling full yet? How's the delicious? What, Siegeween? A bit of both, I suppose. I'm a Melusine, which means I'm very different from human beings. I must know what you're thinking if I want to take good care of you. You're really good at... Really? You're reminded of an older sister? Oh, and what did you mean back in Risley's office? When you said that you were protecting Linny and his... Oh, that, thankfully. Although the path... Oh, and I was... You were all super... Oh. Get a good night's rest. So much has happened. I'm super sleepy. Are you sleepy? Delicious. I'm on 1 seconds for free.
Paimon is the cutest.
Out of my way! Get out of my way!
Oh, child.
What happened?
Oh,
No
what?
idea, but something must have happened. Stop asking!
Uh-oh.
What happened? Why is everyone running around? Hey! What are you doing?
No time to explain, mate. Goodbye.
Hey! Wait! What's wrong with these people? They won't even talk to us.
They're here! There you are!
Oh, thank goodness!
Quisto and Lavaroon, do you know what happened here?
We came here especially to inform you. Something seems to have gone terribly wrong just now. His Grace is telling everyone to evacuate and get out of here. Lavaroon was saying you two are new here and you don't have many friends, so you might slip through the cracks. Haven't you heard all the stories like that? An evacuation is successfully completed. Yet you only find out once you do a head count that 1 or 2 people are missing.
Wait, weren't you the one who brought that up? Why is it suddenly my idea?
Hey, shut up!
Okay, whatever. The point is, you should come with us. Yeah, he said to get us.
Oh no, it can't be that thing!
Whoa, wait, what? What? Hey!
We have to go find the Duke! You two just go and get out! Go on without us!
Hey, hey! Be careful!
Attention! Please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards. If you're already at the topmost layer, then try to move as far outwards as possible.
They're here.
Just like I said.
What happened?
You're just in time. But be ready to run.
Damn. It's too much.
Three, two, one.
This won't hold it for long. Find Neuvillette. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Then what will happen to you?
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense.
You're Thunder, right?
The gate. How long do you think it'll hold?
What will you do?
That depends on us.
On you. Just saying.
Neuvillette? Why are you here?
Traveler, I need you to head to the Opera House immediately. Farina will soon be meeting with the knave there. Will do.
people over there. The knave is probably here already. We need to hurry. Are you two the traveler in Paimon? Monsieur Nervalet has left instructions. Please follow me. Though I'm sure he's already explained, this should be a mostly cordial conversation, unlikely to give...
I think my chat is kind of broken because it said that I have 2 more messages, but I cannot see anything. So if someone wrote me, thank you, but I cannot see anything.
Oh, so you two are the honored guests Miss Farina mentioned.
Of course, of course.
It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance, traveler. I have heard much of your accomplishments.
Love the clothes.
I am the knave.
Love the hair.
One of the...
Love the eyes. Eyes.
I've already prepared seats for you.
Perhaps you two are unaware of how Miss Farina and I do things. You see, we actually recently agreed to get together for tea when we had the time. See this? This is a limited type of confectionery that Miss Farina simply adores. There are only 16 slices sold every day. Here, why don't you and Paimon have a taste?
Traveler, what do you think of this cake?
That's good to hear. So, I wonder how he's doing now. Oh, against ordinary people, my
But I thought you would be happier to hear the news.
Of course.
I...
Oh.
Because...
And where did he...
Well...
The fortress of Meripede lies deep beneath the waves. Unless... Ah, that is good news at least. His sister Tonya, do you have any idea how he usually writes back to his family? Dear Tonya.
All letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? As long...
Hold on.
I suppose.
Huh?
Have we entered into...
Ooh.
My thanks to you both. I will take it from here.
Sure you don't need a hand?
Quite sure.
Wow. So, what's your secret, huh? Let me guess. Nah, who knows? Maybe it's just your sense of responsibility.
Sounds about right.
He's supposed to be like one of the ancient dragons, so
a day may come when the prophecy is fulfilled.
I'm not surprised.
And the waters burst forth. But it is not this day.
Like a water dragon.
This ancient power could easily obliterate an entire race. A tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe.
Le puse un sello mágico. Cool.
This sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it.
Damn, he has a necklace with the shit. With the water. Sorry. Excuse me, don't worry.
All right. Seems like the problem inside has been suppressed.
Let me guess. We're safe for now.
Indeed. But only for now.
I win this bet. You owe me a present.
Very well. It was indeed just as you said.
You made a bet?
We made a bet on the size of your entourage. Cloran thought you wouldn't come down by yourself.
I figured you would have at least brought a few people along for appearance's sake. It appears I underestimated just how confidential the mission was.
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confidential missions by now? That's just how the courts operate.
So what gift must the loser give? Tea?
He already has tons of tea in his office. I'm thinking about a set of legal codices.
That wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of legal awareness, would it?
Well, I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the fortress to be outside the law.
I was under the impression the residents of a place like this would be uninterested in the legal codices.
That was obviously a joke. Anyway, you've still got some unfinished business to attend to in the overworld, correct?
No need to stay here if you have a pressing matter. We all know you can't leave Palais Mermonia for long.
Thank you. I hope everything went smoothly with...
I must say, Miss Farina.
What are you...
At this point, yet. The prophecy's hanging above... But you?
You're wrong.
I am not alone. Oh,
I have my ways. And I've been working on them for all this time. Even if you look down upon me, you have no right to judge me. Fontaine will be saved. Even if I still cannot see the true future right now, as long as I could...
Then I ask you, Miss Farina, just what have you been working on?
My machinations are just like the prophecy itself. They will only reveal themselves at...
I see. Allow me to be so bold. Oh. Then allow me to jog your memory. And what do you plan to do with the massive amounts...
The origin...
So you also have no idea. I first caught wind of this when Linny tried to investigate... But even if that had nothing to do with you, then what could you possibly... Oh, right. I almost forgot. Udex Nouvelle... Of course I will. Although, I must... Oh, very well. Let's stop that conversation here. There are still a few slices of cake left. Traveler, I heard that you were You too.
Oh, that cake was...
You're welcome. I'm sure the cake also felt greatly honored to be featured at Miss Farina's table. And I was merely catering to Miss Farina's tastes, seeking a chance to chat over tea. It is getting late. Why don't we call it a day? There are still a few matters that I need to take care of, so I must take my leave now.
Very well. We'll end it here.
Mind seeing me off, Traveler? We could use the opportunity to discuss Child before I must be on.
Paimon's coming too!
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me. Of course, child was just an excuse. I have no interest in your dealings with him.
That's what Paimon thought.
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth. As their father, I would like to express my gratitude. That was all. Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings, and informal topics in informal settings. I know you just returned from the fortress of Meripede. Relax. I have no intention of trying to get anything out of you. Linny, Lynette, and Fremine are still there, and I trust their judgment and abilities.
They've all been working very hard and have always done all they can to fight back against anyone who tried to stop them, especially Linny.
You mean Wriothesley. He's a tricky one to deal with. It's unfortunate that Linny's so eager to prove himself that he can't learn to rely on others, including me. By the way, and you can just consider this a bit of idle gossip, but what's your impression of Furina? You are outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine, able to move around most easily. Allow me.
And that's everything that happened during the trial. Master Child was declared guilty and immediately transported to the Fortress of Meripede.
Didn't he say he was coming here on vacation? Does he not feel an ounce of shame for all the trouble he has caused? Forget it. He did give us an opportunity. I will be meeting someone shortly.
Do you require help with any preparations?
No need. I will take care of it myself. I need to meet with Furina, the Hydro Archon. She is at the heart of Fontaine. But what's fascinating about her is that she...
Oh, come over here, you little critter, you! You dare to run from me?
My goal is just to discover the location of the Gnosis. But I didn't expect the chance to approach Furina. Anything left unguarded is usually just bait. But no one will blame someone. It's just as I guessed in the second before I struck. The Hydronosis is not currently held by the Archon. In fact, this Archon doesn't seem like a god at all.
Who are you? And what are you trying?
The fear in her pupils is genuine. So perhaps she's not bait after all. I left the scene with ease. Nobody came looking for me, and nobody could serve as a witness to my near assassination of Focalor. I suspect even Furina dares not mention this. Not long after, my informants confirmed what I had guessed. After returning to her quarters, Furina quietly cried alone. There's no doubt that there's something wrong with her. I began to entertain the possibility that she is not the true Hydro Archon. Perhaps Eudex Neuvillette is actually the genuine article. I have to find the Gnosis. If the Neuvillette hypothesis is correct, he is probably in possession of it. Alternatively, it might have been hidden in a place...
Yes, Father.
My dear children, please speak.
News from the Fortress of Meripede. Master...
Probably the... I'm afraid this is a good... Set up a meet... Oh!
Yes, Father.
Tartaglia's... The initiative. You should know the rest. Linny's group is quite It wouldn't mean anything, even if you shouted it from the rooftops. I've now had 2 chances to enjoy... I am a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Over my years of service, I've learned how a real Archon conducts and carries themselves. Whether... Of course, That is all just how I feel. It is, however, quite amusing to me that after all my years working in intelligence gathering, I've come to realize I am at a complete loss regarding the identity of the god of the land of my... Don't you think Fontaine is quite intriguing? Ultimately, though, one must survive, and you don't need to commit to anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve, and as your name is often connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will work together someday. He certainly returned quickly. You must want to catch...
Nevertheless.
For now, yes. But this... Thank you for protecting Farina. To put it simply... So as expected, the knave has turned up the pressure on... Permission granted.
Whoa. It can't be that you're the real Hydro Archon, right? But that's just a speculation on our part, though. You can't tell us? Then that's okay. We can talk about something else. We won't try to force you.
If by the phrase, you guys, you are referring to Farina and I, then although I'm not sure just what you are trying to imply, I must clarify that I do not share her positions on a multitude of topics. I believe so. The fortress has... And now, another catastrophe will soon be upon us. I mourn.
Huh? What?
You may be closer to the truth than you think.
Oh? And what are you thinking? The dragon of... huh?
Please do not be so... My...
We were just guessing randomly. We didn't guess right, did we? You're not actually the dragon sovereign of water, right?
You guessed correctly. I sincerely hope you'll be able...
right, of course. There's still...
Please, go ahead.
Well, if you are the dragon sovereign of water, then since Fontaine's prophecy is all about seawater...
None of the currently living dragon sovereigns in the world, myself, they say that when the first usurper arrived on Tivat, they seized a part of the dragon's power. Today, that stolen power is the basis of the Ark.
There are 7 elemental archons and 7
The dragon sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. In any case, I believe I will not be able to do much unless the Archon disappears and returns their elemental authority to me. Given the status quo, however, I would recommend finding another way to deal with it.
Oh, so even you...
I still have some urgent matters to attend to.
Please go right ahead. There's a place that Paimon wants to go too. We'll see you another time.
Take care.
Yay. No, I don't want to return to the prison. There again. Ugh. Taking a break.